Hello, everybody. It is Dee and Renee, and we are broadcasting today. I am in Palm Desert, so I'm at our location here. If you are a snowbird and you are needing some help, some food, you need to weigh in, whatever, we got it here in our Palm Desert location. So, Dee, how are you today? Dee is broadcasting from her usual place at Red Cliff Pharmacy up in Medicine Hat.
It's a good day. It's gorgeous outside. We're having unseasonably warm temperatures for December. So we are 7 degrees, which I have to translate to Fahrenheit, but usually around this time of the year, we can expect lows all the way down to the minus 30s and more with wind chill. And so I think we're about +7 today. So it's crazy. We have no snow. We're usually covered in a blanket of white at this time of the year. It's all brown and yucky and dead, and it's just not really feeling very festive yet.
Well, that sounds amazing. I'm down here 80 degrees in Palm Desert, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, if you are watching, first of all, would you do us a favor and hit the share button? And then, of course, if you see a fabulous recipe that you love, go ahead and hit the hearts and the likes and let us know what it is that you love about today's show. All right, and of course, tell us where you're from. We love to hear everybody say hello to us. All right, Dee. Today we are talking about appetizers, and Dee made us some appetizers. She made us some yummy things that we can have for the holidays, and also some kind of holiday cheer we're going to be talking about today. So this shepherd's pie looks absolutely delicious and savory. I have yet to try this. Tell us about this.
Oh, shepherd's pie is really quite unique in it's that, I mean, the traditional one, you can make an awesome phase 4 friendly low carb version, but when you're in phase 1, your protein choices, again, ground chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, whatever you like, you can make it really nice and lean. You can pick whatever veggies that you want in that protein choice, and the topping could be anything you like again. So mashed kohlrabi, mashed turnip, mashed cauliflower. I used turnip on this one because I like that little bit of bitterness that a turnip has with the savory spices. They bake so nice in the oven. It's that comfort food. It's that visual. It makes a lot of food also. So if you've got a hungry tummy, or if you just have hungry eyes, it's a good presentation. And so easy to, if you were in phase 4, you could still whip some yummy cream cheese or sour cream or whipping cream into your vegetables to add a little bit of healthy fat if you need a little bit of that, or just keep it nice and lean and enjoy it. So really versatile dish. Also super freezer friendly. So one of those make ahead meals. Yeah. So yeah, really easy. It's also one that I like in the lineup is if you are buying your ground protein in bulk, then it's easy to divide out and decide which recipes you're making. And this is a fast, easy one to add to that lineup.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting a little feedback. Do you have your volume on at all? Okay, here we go. This looks okay. So this is some chicken salad in wraps, and I love all of the soup wraps. I love to use the different soups. I particularly like the tomato basil soup wrap. This is the chicken wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about this, Dee.
So that I love eggs. For any of you that have egg allergies, you just have my sympathy. Eggs are so versatile, so fast and so easy to have on hand. So often protocol users will say, well, I'm just short on time. I don't know what to make. I ran out of ideas and then I made bad choices. So if you always have a half a dozen hard-boiled eggs in your fridge, you can have some really fast, yummy recipes. And this one, so this is a phase 1 egg salad. It is chock full of celery and cucumbers, which are unlimited veggies, so you don't even have to count them. So you could still have some more veggies on the side with them. There's a little bit of green onion in there, a little bit of salt and pepper and mustard. Really simple, yet tasty. And I love the chicken soup as a wrap. And so the chicken soup wrap pairs really well with the egg salad. And you can prepare wraps in various different ways. So the nice thing about our soups, you can add a little bit of egg white to them to make a wrap, to make it a little bit more firmer. It puffs up a little bit nice if you use a little bit of egg white, or you can just use plain water. They don't require any baking powder or baking soda. You may see recipes with those in them, but they don't require it, so it's really nice. You don't need a lot of ingredients. Very simple. You can bake them in the oven on parchment paper, or you can make them in a skillet on your stove top and control whether you want one great big one or 2 medium ones or a bunch of small ones. So depending on whether you're having taco night or egg salad or tuna rolls, or like your imagination again is, I know I say that a lot, but really it's simple, it's fast. They cook really fast, and water, egg white, and a soup mix is really all you need to make a fantastic wrap. I love to sprinkle herbs into that soup batter as well. The chicken soup one is great for that because it's such a mild, plain, creamy soup, is that you can really change up the taste of the chicken soup wrap.
Yeah, I love the chicken soup actually in a couple different ways. I like to use it as a gravy. Sometimes I'll do that, or I like it sometimes, at nighttime I eat a lighter meal, and a lot of times it'll be, I'll eat my main meal during the day, maybe around 2 o'clock. And then I'll have like a chicken soup. I love to put the herbs de Provence on the top of it and make it nice and warm and cozy right before, I'm sitting down to just relax before bedtime. So I think that's one of my favorite products. And this morning, we were talking online about sodium and how sodium is so important, and potassium in our weight loss journey. And when we don't have enough of it, we don't achieve the weight loss goals that we are looking for. So definitely all of the soups, it's really important to incorporate the soups. And this is a great time of year for that because, we do need those sodium levels. So I loved all that information from this morning. Yeah. So if you are jumping online, let us know about what kind of things you love for the holidays. These are some savory appetizers. You could be serving these maybe on Christmas Eve or maybe before Christmas dinner. These are all some really great options. And one of the things that I wanted to share today is that we are planning a retreat, and it's going to be called the Refresh Wellness Retreat, and I have invited Dee and Sarah Mulero to join me, and it's going to be over the President's Day holiday in February, on February 16 and 17. It's going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area, so if you are interested in attending our retreat, go ahead and type in the words retreat in the comments section, and it will send you information on our retreat that is coming up. So we're going to be doing grocery tours and cooking classes, and it's going to be super fun. All righty, so be sure, if you're online, tell us where you're from, say hello, hit the share button and the like button. All right, Dee. So this had two fabulous pictures here. I'll kind of flip between them. This is before all the garnishes were put on here. But I do have to say, I love an omelet any time of the day.
Mm-hmm. It is so simple and it is so good. So there's a little bit of a soup theme happening this week, but I really feel that for so many clients, the soups are a really underutilized product, and they are so versatile, so tasty, and so easy to prepare. So this is an egg white omelet, egg whites only. Egg whites are very sturdy, so they don't require any other ingredients to make a beautiful omelet that will fold over. But the filling is the broccoli cheese soup. And you use about half of the required water so that you're making more of a cheese sauce. And to that, I actually loaded up with 1 cup of vegetables. And so in the picture that you see, there's more broccoli inside of that omelet, and it's so delicious with the green onions and the red peppers, the little bit of celery. That's what's inside that omelet. Really simple seasoning, just a little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper, and then you can, and I just like to add more colorful vegetables once I'm done on top. And so you simply just prepare your egg white omelet. When it is almost done, then you put your soup sauce with its veggies and spread it inside there and fold it over, and ta-da! And it is great for phase 1. It's amazing for phase 2 when you need to increase your protein goals, and always awesome in maintenance. So I love breakfast for supper. And sometimes Sarah refers it to brupper. I think, was it brupper she says, or something like that? So funny. But breakfast, brunch, lunch, supper, I love omelets because you can make them really simple, or you can just load them full of protein and other fabulous ingredients. And so if you needed to reach higher protein goals for the day, by all means, use whole eggs and more eggs, or if you are phase 1ing and you really have to plan how you're spending your 8 ounces of protein a day, just know that you could protein split, so you could have half for breakfast or lunch and still have half for supper, and that's what is pictured here. So that's 4 ounces of egg whites, then with an ideal protein broccoli cheese soup, and then loaded with veggies. So really simple, but really, really tasty. So yeah.
That's awesome. So let's say hello, Salina, Kansas. Here we have Brenda from Salina, Kansas.
Hello,
Thanks.
Brenda.
All right, so we have a couple more things, and I always here's that recipe with all of the goodies on top. I think it's so pretty. But Dee made something. She gave me the recipe to this amazing eggnog, and we served it at our open house on Saturday, and it went so quickly. So this is something that you could make, and actually I think we used 3 of the Ideal Protein pre-made vanilla drinks in our little tiny, we had like a mini crock pot, and added all the other ingredients to it, and it was absolutely delicious, and it went so fast.
That's so awesome. So there's so many ways that you can make a phase 1 eggnog. You can do just very simple, your vanilla drink, and you could have rum flavoring extract, or Da Vinci makes this great eggnog, sugar-free sweetener liquid. It works well. Traditional eggnog recipes call for nutmeg. I love cloves in mine. I love a little bit of the taste of cloves, or you could do both nutmegs and cloves. If you need to bulk it up with a little, this one is a bulked up one. So this one actually uses real eggs. And so you heat your vanilla drink so as to cook your egg yolk, so you're not worried about any kind of salmonella, those types of things. I did just use the egg whites. You beat those, you fold them in if you're concerned about that, you can use carton pasteurized ones as well. So if you're somebody who has, some higher risk factors in your dining, don't be scared to change up the ingredients a little bit to make sure that you're not going to suffer any food illnesses. But it makes a really thick, creamy, fantastic phase 1 drink. Again, great for phase 2 if you are increasing your protein allotment for the day. Great for any protocol user as well who says, I have a really tough time getting all my protein in the day. So this is a great way to hide some extra protein into a simple drink, and you don't even know that you have 3 ounces of whole egg goodness in that drink. If you were in phase 4 in maintenance, just enjoying a healthy lifestyle, you could add real rum or your liquor of your choice to this protein drink as well. And it's a healthified version, right? So you're cutting a lot of the extra sugar, fat, and calories during the holiday season, but still having some really fantastic taste to it. So it could very versatile and a lot of fun.
Well, I have to tell you, it was delicious at our open house. We did not need to put the eggs in it because we weren't sure how long it would be cooking, and so we just went without the eggs. I could not tell the difference, and honestly, it was the hit of the open house, which was awesome. Okay, so if you guys are on here and you want to tell us where you're from, share with us if you have a special recipe that you would like Dee to recreate for you. This is our last show of the holiday season, and we'll be taking next week off, and then we'll be back for the new year. So if there's, in the new year, we're going to be revisiting all the vegetables again and recreating all of the yummy, savory recipes that we need to be eating on phase 1. And as we restart our new year, I know I'll be doing a restart starting in January. What about you, Dee?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I need to. I do a lot of test recipeing, and I have to tell you that can sometimes be a little bit troublesome on staying within goals. So, and you know what? I actually have never reached my ideal weight. Does that make sense? And so, you know what? I'd like to achieve some different personal goals as well. So
good for you. Good for you. I mean, you know what? Every year I try to work on a little bit something else that I want to achieve. Not only weight loss, but just different things that we want to achieve personally for ourselves. And it's good to have some new goals every year. I do a goal setting online group. So if you're interested in that, I will put a link in the comments section. So that will be starting again the week following Christmas, where we set goals together and start finding our way with the new year. All right, Dee, as you know, I always save my favorite picture for last, although I have to say the eggnog picture was amazing too. You know that Dee takes all these pictures herself, so it's awesome. So tell us, I called this the shrimp boat, but what is this?
So that is an awesome, so you've all probably heard of a type of version of, I never say the word right, is it ceviche or like shrimp ceviche?
Yeah, ceviche, yeah.
And I've had many versions of that. Some I've loved, some I'm like, but this is, I'm a big fan of healthy appetizers during the holiday season. And in fact, I sometimes really prefer a table of appies over an actual sit-down meal. I do love to cook. However, on really special occasions, I don't necessarily want to spend the entire day in the kitchen cooking for everybody else. And then everybody rams in, wolfs down their food in, 15, 20 minutes, and then then you clean up for 2 hours. And so when the occasion lets me, I love to serve appetizers. And for the last couple of years on Christmas Day, that's what I've done in my own home. And it's wonderful. And so then I, of course, have tons of things. But this one is phase 1 appropriate. And it uses the IP Oriental sauce, which I love that sauce. I don't know if you haven't tried it, if you are a protocol user or not a protocol user. It's a pretty tasty dressing. And so I marinated some shrimp in the Oriental sauce and a little extra Bragg's aminos with a little bit of a hint of Cajun and a little bit of garlic. And then I made a shrimp veggie salad with those marinated shrimps and put them in endive boats. And then did a little bit of like a shrimp cocktail with a little bit of Bragg's amino and that Oriental dressing as well. And it's super delicious. Based on the type of vegetables that you're using, you can use a lot of your unlimited list vegetables to bulk up that shrimp salad. And so when you're on protocol or you're being mindful, you actually can eat a lot of food without worrying about, am I in my limits? And so I always pre-measure out my shrimp protein before I start, so that I know how much of it I can eat and then still what else I can eat. So this one was really good. It's really simple. You can buy your shrimp already cooked. And then the marinating part is so easy because you can marinate for a few hours or you can marinate overnight. And the vegetables, I basically call it vegetable salsa that you see there. I love to have a container of that all the time in my fridge. And week to week, it can look different. Sometimes it's all unlimited veggies. Sometimes it's unlimited and select veggies mixed together. But it's great for appies. It's great for salad toppings. It's great to throw into things like your shepherd's pie. When you need to throw together fast recipes but meet your nutritional requirements, it's an awesome addition into your weekly food prep. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, those are all great things. I was talking to Dee last night, and she was multitasking. She was doing hair and making shepherd's pie at the same time.
I was.
So, Dee, we're going into the Christmas week. We have one more week, 7 more days, you guys, and then we're on our way into the new year and into creating new goals for ourselves. Tell us kind of what you do and how you work with your clients at this time of year.
So, to be honest with you, almost every client that I've seen today has had some type of challenge. The beautiful thing about the clients in the clinic today, they all owned their challenges. Nobody made excuses, for what they did or did not eat, which is really great to see. They were all, they knew they were making choices. Not one of them laid blame on anybody else, so they were all really, they were cognizant of what, choices they were making and understand that, they are looking for long-term health, not instant, but also most of them are also on that path of learning not to cave into instant gratification. And so it's a really important part of the journey. A few of them reference to, I did share a graphic that Tracy Schultz-Gartner had shared, and it was about saying, no, I can't eat that. So for all those food pusher families and people that say food is love, instead of being dejected and saying, I can't have that, it's not that I don't eat that. It's not I can't have it, I don't eat that. And there's lots of really polite ways that we can say, not right now, or yeah, I'll get some later, I'm full now, or, all those kind of things. But there's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, I don't eat that. No, thanks, I don't eat that. And move on and so on and so forth. So Some clients are planning their, you know what, I'm just going to enjoy Christmas Eve or Christmas Day with my family, and I will see you next week. We'll be right back in the game. I do have quite a few clients that have messaged that are they're booking actually in. So I'm in clinic on the 27th and 28th, and they want to be there then. They don't want to wait until after New Year's because they've already made the decision that, nope, I am going to come see you. I'm not waiting till after the new year. I'm going to be nice and prepared before the new year hits. And I love that. I love that. I love that they're thinking about their long term, not just, you know, short term. They're just, you know, they're getting prepared. Planning and preparing, no matter what dimension of the protocol you're in, is always going to be key. So I see a lot of really good positive things, especially today. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. You know, connecting with your coach immediately, not waiting for week 2 or week 3 when the kids go back to school. You know, in our area, the kids don't go back to school until January 7th. And so, you know, we don't want it to be the slippery slide. So just making sure you get right back into the clinic. Our clinic is open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, you know, just making sure that you're reconnecting immediately. And, you know, especially if you if you chose that was going to be a few things that you were going to go off track with, understanding that week is gone. But just because the week is gone doesn't mean you make it really gone. All right, you guys, it's been so much fun. We want to say Merry Christmas to Penny. She said Merry Christmas to both of us and our families. Thank you so much, Penny. That's really sweet of you. This is our final show here before the new year starts again. And we'll be recreating a lot of good things coming your way. And again, if you're interested in our refresh retreat where Dee and Sarah Mulera and myself will be there. It'll be 2 days of fun and workshops and cooking and grocery tours. So if that's interesting to you, go ahead and type the word retreat and we'll send you all the info on how to get registered for that. All right, Dee, it's been fabulous. And I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous Christmas holiday with your family and enjoy the time, even if you don't have any snow. I'll be down here in sunny Palm Desert enjoying, but maybe sitting around the pool. I'm not sure.
Well, you know, that'd be an awesome option too. Don't get me wrong, but when you grow up in Canada, we're kind of like in the Southwest here, snow, when it's just kind of cold and gray and dirt,
Yeah.
you know, you actually welcome that lovely blanket of snow. As crazy as it sounds, it just really pretties up the season. We don't have a lovely pool or lush trees and flowers to sit beside, so I'm oh so jealous. But I just want to wish you and your family and all of our viewers out there a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you all get to be surrounded by those that you love. And if you don't, then at least that you have them in your mind, body, and spirit, and just have an awesome holiday season. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you, everybody. Happy. See you in the new year.